It's Week 7 of the NFL, and this one features Josh Jacobs. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Raiders and the Buccaneers, next on Madden Football.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The numbers for White a week ago: 12 carries, 63 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage from every carry he receives this week.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Off the play fake, Vaughn. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Lewis to return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. In motion goes Patrick. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Raiders at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
This is 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 35. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Now Fields. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football. That's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Sim's going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Paul. Here we go. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jonathan Grenard able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Sims. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. first down. Here's White. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Opting to run again here with White. Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
On the set.
On 1st and 10. Vaughn. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better.
Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far, but you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback. He's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Caught out right by Renfro. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Play action. It's Fields. Touchdown Raiders. Tim Patrick. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got a touchdown pass in this first half, but he's also been intercepted twice, so we'll be looking to be a bit more careful with the ball here as they start on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Off play action. Vaughn. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On the return, here comes Lewis. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years about screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wound up picking up positive yardage.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. One more time with Jacobs. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive first and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right in the yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second down, Jacobs once more. Oh, there he goes, left side. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
Here's second and 10. On play action, Fields. This is caught. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. 28 yards. And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This is taken at the 23. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They're continuing to rock and roll. And at intermission, you know, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going. And that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Vaughn. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now Cmf Fairbairn for the field goal try. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him.
Deep for Adams. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was
back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Vaughn. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Complete to Likely on the out route. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down with ease as they'll wind up getting 9 there on 4th and 5. They'll look to throw again. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris.
Here we go. Good.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that way.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
72 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Vaughn. And that will be incomplete as well. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
First down, Buccaneers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win the...
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Under pressure, they got him again. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Justin Fields, 59 yards. And the Raiders are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers you would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And
it's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. And as this defense walks off the field, they should do so.